It's like when we lived in L.A., they opened up this new Mexican food restaurant. They got really popular really fast, to the point that you had to wait like 3 months to get a reservation. And Gail had been hammering me about going to this Mexican food restaurant, and so I thought, I'm going to surprise her. So I got us reservations on our anniversary. Well, sure enough, the week of our anniversary, her sister's daughter has a baby. And she said, I want to go home and see the baby. We'll just celebrate our anniversary when I get back. I'm like, yeah, but okay. So I drop her off at the airport, and I'm driving home, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? I don't want to wait another 3 months to go to this damn Mexican food restaurant. So I called my buddy Jerry, and I said, hey, Jerry, you want to go to that new restaurant? And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, I got reservations. Let's do it. We go. We had the time of our lives. We drank great Mexican beers, ate wonderful Mexican food, and just cut up like we was back in college. Well, dinner was kind of winding down, and I look up, and I see the manager and a string of waiters walking towards our table. And I'm like, oh, no. When I made the reservation, the young lady said, is this a special occasion? And I said, yes, ma'am, it's my wedding anniversary. And she said, well, for $75, we'll create a special dessert for you and your wife. The mariachi band will sing y'all a Spanish love song. And I remember thinking, Bill Engvall will love that. Well, I'd forgotten that little tidbit. Apparently, these folks write stuff down because the train is coming. And my buddy Jerry's got his back to him, so he can't see what's coming. And I'm like, oh, man. They surround our table, and my friend's like, what the hell? The manager somehow produces a gong out of his jacket and goes, whang, and turns to the entire restaurant and goes, ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in wishing the Engvalls a very happy wedding anniversary? And my friend Jerry's like, what the hell, dude? They light the candle, it explodes, confetti goes everywhere, the mariachi band's singing away. And this is in Los Angeles, where two men openly confessing their love is appreciated and celebrated. The entire restaurant gave us a standing ovation. The good news is the dessert was amazing. The bad news is Jerry broke up with me. He won't walk across the street with me anymore.
Oh, just celebrated my 35th wedding anniversary, you guys. 35 years married. Thank you. Woo. So nice. You applaud because you don't know him. 35 years married to my high school sweetheart, Jimmy Hurley. I'll give you guys a day in the life of that shit show. We get married, we start having the kids. We have a girl, another girl, another girl. 3 girls in a row. Bing, bang, boom. Jimmy Hurley goes in a full-fledged panic. Because he's the only son in the Hurley family. All right, it's him and his 4 douchebag sisters. Oh, they're miserable. We had a big family cookout last summer. The 4 of them were sitting together all lined up on a picnic bench. I said to Jimmy, look at that. A clam roll. Now, he's panicked. Because if we don't have a son, the Hurley name will end, right? There'll be no heir to the Hurley fortune. So I take a long, introspective look at my very sad life. I got 3 kids in diapers, 2 badass pair of stretchy pants. Jimmy and I share a minivan. I don't think my life's gonna suck anymore. Do you folks? I don't think so. You know what? I got the time. I'll take them for the team. I'll spit another one out. I'll see what we got. Now, a couple weeks into this awesome adventure, Jimmy Hurley comes home from work. Christine, bad news. I said, what bad news? He said, bad news for you and me, Christine. You and I are never gonna have a son. Not gonna happen. Not in the cards for us. Me and the guys at work, we discussed it all day, figured it out. I said, really, Jimmy Hurley? And what were you and the other Mensa candidates at work discussing today to make you come to such a conclusion? He said, Christine, my sperm is so powerful. that's going to happen here is I will continually blow the balls off of all of your eggs. You guys need a minute? Oh, P.S. Jimmy Hurley is a firefighter. He doesn't like me to tell people where he works. I've had a couple of cocktails. I'm in a good mood. Now, I won't tell you where he works, but I will give you the initials. Boston. Now, folks, I also think you know that Jimmy Hurley is weighing in at a very sexy, very svelte 275. No. 275, 5 feet, 3 inches tall. And he's the little guy on the Boston Fire Department. So my friends here this evening, if you ever find yourselves in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, and you're stuck inside a burning building, God forbid you be trapped on the 2nd floor, well, you better be hanging out that window with a big bucket of chicken. Because not one of those fat fucks is coming up a ladder to get you.